We live. Just main event.
Pressure is my flavor. Godfather has always been golden.
Marshall, there's nothing in this bag. What's that?
Express
The trash. Garbage. Oh. That's proud. You look at that. Good God. I don't hear no more about age up this. Shut up. Somebody be killing them. And he got the band out there performing it. Why do they all got white on? What's that about? He got a damn white hoodie on. Wearing yellow though. Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns got both wearing white. That's weird. Like, that's a weird thing. Does that mean something?
it has the real moment for CM Punk. Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins were police.
Remember when the dumb fucking AEW fans said, "Oh, he just gets injured. He's," and now here he is. Now here he is. Remember they said, he'll just get injured. He won't be able to do nothing. God, they're always wrong.
It is the first match in 12 years. Remember, this last year's WrestleMania.
Something's gonna happen in this man.
Uniting to the triple threat action with Reigns and Rollins. Two men that he cannot stand. Triple threat rules. First man to gain pinfall or submission will win this matchup. There are no countouts. There are no disqualifications. Paul Heyman is here in Punk's corner. The question, guys, though, is where does his allegiance really lie? Well, I'll be the first to say I don't trust a word that comes out of the mouth of Paul Heyman, but perhaps for the first time in his life, he showed some true loyalty to one of the men who brought him through the dance in WWE, a man that goes way back in CM Punk. They're serenading their tribal chiefs. Who's going to handle the Ula Pala?
They're saying Rollins going to join Heyman. That just sounds gay, right? That sounds so fucking dumb. Why would I care about that?
Decided to.
Does that sound interesting to anybody? Heyman join up with Rollins?
Being at Punk's corner, remember?
That sounds stupid.
After Punk helped Roman Reigns team out back in War Games Survivor Series.
So he turns on Punk and
what you did, Paul?
And Reigns to go with Rollins of all people? Nah, I don't know about that.
Just in the eyes of Roman Reigns. Here in the way the triple threat main event, the three icons, three surefire Hall of Famers. The official in this main event, Rod.
I don't like that. It sounds dumb. That doesn't get me excited about nothing.
So much history between everyone in this matchup. You need hours to be able to sift through it all. The reasons for the animosity and the hatred and the disdain.
Like him turning on Punk and helping Reigns win, that's more interesting. Or the other way around. God, look at that announce table. How you gonna put somebody through that?
He's mocking Reigns and Rollins is also what he's doing. CM Punk showing up at ECW, run by Paul Heyman when he was just a teenager, wanting to break into the business. He get to Ohio Valley Wrestling and become Heyman's best friend. And now, together. Enough issues between you and I. We used to have it, the sheep, but now we're underway. So I've been trying to strike a deal there. It's way too late for that. 10 years of animosity. Well, CM Punk is smart and letting you take it down. That Punk now ain't from behind. Remember, in many ways, Seth Rollins, the obsession by Reigns for Rollins last year cost Reigns the championship for Reigns.
You see some of them dumbass fans. Dude, I hate wrestling fans. I'm telling you, they're the gayest motherfuckers ever.
During the main event was never
super gay.
In the main event,
they were like, the women's triple threat should be the main event of night one. Like, what are you talking about? Fucking retards. Because they deserve it and all that. God damn, it's dumb.
Would indeed one day,
as if that main event is bigger than this.
When it happened, dropped up over the top rope. CM Punk forever, a WrestleMania main eventer because of what's happening right now.
That's what he fly on top of.
Our tribal chief doing what he does so damn often. Seth Rollins in position for Roman Reigns drive. Big left Jerry to the face of Seth freaking Rollins. Clean Jordan's on our tribal chief speak tonight. It was not about the championship. It was about pride and dignity and proving you're the best, perhaps, of a generation.
Like, wrestling fans are so dumb. All day long, they've been like,
animosity.
I don't know if The Rock's going to show up tomorrow. Of course The Rock's going to show up tomorrow. Are you retarded?
Roman Reigns.
You fucking dumb.
Taking control and working today.
Do you really got to be told that? Do you really think The Rock's not going to show up?
Well, you could have, Heyman. You make your choice.
In that main event? Fucking people are dumb.
Let's not forget, guys. Seth Rollins now. Jump for a suicide. Outside the ring.
Let things happen. Let it play out.
Outside the ring.
Then I seen those dirt sheets. They don't know nothing. Them journalists, wrestling journalists. Imagine that's your career. You're a wrestling journalist. What a fact.
Reigns are here at least.
They were like, some in WWE are expecting him to show up. They know he's going to show up, you fucking idiot. They acting like them motherfuckers don't know. The Rock isn't advertised. No shit, Doug. It's going to be a surprise. It's WrestleMania. Doug, you have no sense. Even when it comes to wrestling, you don't have any sense. That's your problem. Common sense. This is, of course, The Rock's going to show up. He's part of the storyline.
many years.
He's rich. He's a bad guy. He's on the board. He doesn't have to show up every week. He shows up when he wants. But they know he's going to show up. They trying to convince me the motherfuckers don't know. Like Triple H don't know. Oh, for fuck's sake. Knock it off.
But now off the barricade, the puck now spills out in the crowd here.
You gotta quit acting so stupid, man.
Legal. Now we see a found a thousand of you.
Cody Rhodes already said Travis Scott's going to be there. Said he got a receipt for him. Now, why would Travis Scott be there if The Rock ain't going to show up with him?
Ready to go. Still the best in the world in his eyes.
I am dumb.
WrestleMania. Rollins used. What was it? A lot of garbage jam. Saw Mick Foley last night at the Hall of Fame. Jack referee Walter Plaza has his work. Trying to keep this one under control. There are no PQs in this scenario. God has it.
But The Rock should have been there on SmackDown. Why? He's going to show up when Cena's getting his ass whooped. It looks like Cody's going to win. The Rock's going to come out. But why wouldn't that happen? Why do y'all think that's not? I just don't understand y'all. If you can't understand wrestling, you damn sure ain't gonna be able to handle politics. This is crazy.
Gouging into the lower back of Seth Rollins.
Insane.
Being an issue. Keep an eye on that. Back in Seth Rollins' back is a good play. CM Punk and Seth Rollins throwing a big shot at each other amongst the WWE universe. Cheated up back and forth. This is David Wagner and Triple Threat match to get two divergent for the other games. And the third opponent outside.
The Rock isn't advertised. Good God. It's WrestleMania. Oh my God. Oh, for the flu. Not advertise. How are they going to sell tickets to WrestleMania if they don't advertise The Rock? Doug, you're right. How are they going to sell these tickets? It's only WrestleMania, the biggest goddamn wrestling event of the year of all time.
Vertical. He ran right off like the man who betrayed him.
The Rock hasn't been. Of course, he's been talking about.
Bobby Hit Roman to criticize Roman.
He's the entire reason Cena turned heel.
Walt, I select Cena.
You are clueless, Doug.
You tell them equally. Well,
you really clueless. You might be one of the most clueless people I've ever seen.
Starting to think maybe we do some damage with some furniture.
Oh, here's a table. I'm about to see this. I like that. I like that announce table they got there.
Roman Reigns is going to do a lot of damage here tonight.
That set is wild. That stage they built, that was so good. Cena's winning tomorrow night, too. Because that makes the most sense. I mean, why the hell? You know what I mean? That's the story to tell. Cena gets the belt, and then for the rest of the year, everybody's trying to get it from him before he retires. Before he walks away with it. That's the story. It's obvious. And he's going to have The Rock in his back pocket. He's going to have. There's probably going to be a third man that's going to show up and be a part of this.
So this one tonight, Roman Reigns is
big things going down in that main event tomorrow.
Heyman does not make many mistakes, but this one looks right now at least like a major faux pas from the lights man. He's looking back. Yeah, will never give up. Continue to say he's.
I mean, Triple H literally said there's going to be shocking things that happen. He said that there's going to be shocking things happening in that match. What do you think? What do you think?
But for the running day, things in the out of the air.
I think it's going to be. You think The Rock ain't going to show up? Bet me money, Doug. I don't even have money, but this is easy money.
Roman Reigns just looking like a different class out there.
He got that Undertaker uppercut.
Well, he's also.
It would not make Cena look weak or make Cody look weak. That's so dumb. Y'all don't understand wrestling.
And greatness.
Y'all don't understand wrestling at all.
Long deck. This man wants the business.
Wrestling's very easy to understand.
His career, and running the gravy train, riding the gravy train to Roman Reigns, and now the turn.
It does not make Cody look weak to lose to John Cena, one of the greatest of all time, with the help of The Rock, another one of the greatest of all times, who's on the board, who's got power in the company, who, he can do whatever he wants. No fan is going to watch that and go, man, Cody sucks. He got beat by The Rock and Cena. And whoever else might show up and become a part of it.
We're starting to momentum in the matchup.
And Cody will end up being the guy that takes it back from Cena. And he'll be even bigger. Wrestling's about stories. It's not about wins and losses. These wins are fake. The losses are fake. The belts are fake. It's all bullshit. It's about the story that's being told. Once you start watching wrestling for the story and stop going, oh, he got buried. Oh, he looks weak. Stop thinking like that.
Dead bodies in there. Wait a minute.
What is it?
Now, DDT delivered to Rollins and Reigns.
You got to tell a good story. And Cody beating Cena is not a good story. At least this early. Down the road, yeah. When Cody overcomes all the things that he's up against and takes the belt back, that's the story. Baby faces chase belts. They chase the heel. That's always better than a baby face is being champion forever.
The top rope.
And Cody's been champion for over a year. I mean, enough's enough. It's time to shake it up. You think they turned Cena heel just to lose in a couple of months? That don't even make sense.
But still, no pin for Punk. But to me, this is emotion getting the best of Cena. Hagen's supposed to be an advisor and a coach. Maybe he's just to cover and end this thing. Maybe a
play out, Doug.
Surprise at some point. Look now, help Venom.
Cena hasn't won a match in 6 years. That's why he sold his soul to The Rock, you guy. Desperation.
Clinical. So win a match.
Triple H literally explained this in an interview the other day, but I didn't need him to because I'm not a retard, but he explained all this.
Well, look at where Reigns is.
So look at this, superplex.
It's trouble here. Well, they're trying to jump back to the feet. Rollins trying to fight out of it.
He's going to jump off, do that Legion of Doom shit. Oh, my goodness. I ain't seen that in a while. I moved that move in a long time.
Unintentionally.
Cena is a bad guy. Bad guys cheat to win, Doug. Doug, you can't be this stupid. You're trolling. You're on the verge of getting banned, Doug. You're trolling too fucking hard. You're making it a little too obvious. You know a bad guy cheats. It's fucking wrestling. How long you been watching this shit? They cheat. That's what a bad guy does. That stage is incredible. Look at that stage. Wow. That's one of the best stages they've ever made, I think. This shit clean. With the ramp, that is clean as fuck. That was the whole point of Cena selling his soul. He couldn't win the Rumble. Like, losing to Jey Uso sent him over the edge.
Now, look at GTS to
He's desperate. That's why he sold out. Triple H went on a podcast and explained it to you. Good God, he's the guy that writes this shit, man. And he told you, and you're still going, what? I don't understand. No wonder you don't understand politics, Doug. Wrestling is out of your, pay grade. You're going to put that submission on it. That comes out of the way. How did I know that, Doug? Because I've been watching this since I was a kid. It's not hard to predict this shit.
Got it locked in, and Reigns hang on. So Reigns drop out. Squeezing the life.
Baby faces have lost to heels in WrestleMania main events, and the heels have cheated many times. That's happened many times, though. It doesn't taint anything. If the main event's good and the story is good and it goes off the air and you're like, holy shit, I can't wait to watch Raw, that's what it's about. Then that's good. If you're like, God damn, I can't wait to see what happens next, that's wrestling. That's what it's supposed to be like. That's what it was like when I was growing up. Every week, you had Stone Cold, you had all these guys. You wanted to tune in every week. So what the fuck was happening? And there was like literally 2 wrestling shows, and you wanted this. You both of them was like that for a while. You wanted to know what happened next. You couldn't wait to see more. Cody winning would just be boring.
What do you do? You can man out as quickly as you can. The weakest guy is getting out of the ring, then focus all your efforts on the remaining man. You get a personal animosity.
That would be boring.
He's trying to beat the hell out of CM Punk. Revs Punk up. And a full bomb. Which a devastating maneuver has taken out several superstars for long periods of time. And Punk hasn't moved since. And now Rollins lifting Roman Reigns up. Reigns is the triple as well. Trying to hang on, and another bomb. Nice shot. Is Seth freaking Rollins the one that's walking out of here as the champion of a generation? There's so much talking about Punk. You want Roman Reigns to accomplish, but you cannot rest on this man, Seth Rollins. An unbelievably great WrestleMania performer over the years, a great champion, and a very concerned Paul Heyman in front of us at ringside. As Rollins now. But for a pedigree, Punk looking for a GTS. That Goldie out of the way. And now with Reigns, looks. Went for the pedigree again. That body drop. Rollins lands on his feet. Roman Reigns went for the spear.
Wow, that was clean. That was fucking clean. Spear into a fucking pedigree? And he stomped him? Oh my goodness. Ain't no way he's kicking out of that. Wow. Roman Reigns ain't no joke. They make Roman Reigns strong, boy. Which makes sense. He was champion for 4 fucking years or some shit. Doug's probably like, oh, come on. Took a pedigree? That was the cleanest shit I've ever. Oh my God. That and that LA Knight hitting that BTF from that moonsault earlier. That shit was clean. These moves are clean. That shit was insane. Spear into a pedigree?
Wow.
Still not as good as that BTF. That BTF earlier? Holy fuck.
Hey, Heyman's been talking a lot. There's nothing going the way he's
like some Randy Orton shit.
His durability, the athleticism, the speed of pull of Seth Rollins, the thing that has taken it to the very finish.
Doug's like, I can't believe Roman kicked out of both his finishers.
The right moment.
That's because Doug don't understand wrestling. That's probably what Doug's thinking.
Top Roman Reigns.
But Roman Reigns was champion for 4 fucking years. He's a tough son of a bitch to beat. It takes everything you got.
Look, his time getting up there. Seth Rollins going for a throw. Nobody
Oh.
Look at her going to sleep. Spear!
That was a clean ass spear too. That was clean. Well, GTS Reigns. Bam! Reigns will kick out of that too. I'm telling you, Reigns, you got to keep him strong. Or you make that title reign meaningless. You understand wrestling? You got to understand, like, if you don't keep Reigns looking strong, first of all, you make Cody look like a bitch. You make that title reign look stupid. This motherfucker kicked out of a pedigree, a stomp, and a fucking GTS.
Special.
You'll understand wrestling one day, Doug.
Punk had his WrestleMania moment. And somehow
he's not burying anything. You would be burying Roman Reigns' title reign and everything they've done to build him up into this star that he is. I mean, he's the face of the company easily.
Punk is rolling now. Heyman is his demeanor's changed.
As much as Cody wants to be, I think it's Reigns at this point.
Time to count some sheep. Big parade of a massive tribal chief at this point in the match. Punk struggling a little left.
One day you'll realize the guys writing this shit, doing all this, know a little bit more about it than we do. And I know a hell of a lot more about it than you, Doug. But the guys doing it, writing it, they know a lot more than us. They know what they're doing, Doug.
As we get into the deepest of deep water.
You gotta understand something about wrestling. It's not UFC. They're not really fighting, Doug.
Moments where
they're working together.
Their hand raised. All three of them have had moments where
they don't want to downgrade. Roman Reigns has been elevated into this massive star. He's up there with the all-time greats. You don't want to downgrade him. You don't want to make him look weak in any way. You want to keep him at that level. Takes everything you got to put this sumbitch down. Especially at WrestleMania. Takes everything. See what I mean? I think they're going to join forces, I'm telling you. What if Dean Ambrose showed up? You'd shit your fucking panties. You do. And that's the thing. Like, Dean Ambrose should show. He don't have no sense either. He's sitting over in AEW wasting his time. He should be part of it. You know what I'm saying? What a bad move. I hope the money was worth it. He probably made a lot of money, though. But he's sitting over there in some dead company nobody cares about. Having a boring storyline. Nobody gives a fuck. Nails in his back, all this horse shit. He should be part of this. And he ain't. And he spit in the face of WWE, too. I mean, he was part of the show. He's such a bitch, honestly. Remember him leaving and crying, like, oh, they held me back. Bro, you should remember the Shield, bro. He was set for life. And look how they've elevated Reigns and Rollins. Ambrose would be right there with him, but he had to run and cry.
The ultimate throwback.
Huge mistake. Triple H would have him right up there. Oh my goodness. Wow. Well, I like that table. I like how it falls apart.
I didn't know this. Defenseless. Rollins and something.
Not going to forces, I guess. Spanish announce table about to go. I didn't even realize there was two tables until just now. I just now realized there's two of them side by side right there. I thought it was one. Oh, shit. Reigns about to win this shit. Heyman going to do something right here. It's got to happen, right? Pull the ref out. Heyman just kicked out. He just kicked out. I guess he buried the spear. You fucking retard, Doug. Man, that powerbomb is clean. These moves are clean tonight. Look how clean Rollins takes the spear. Some people's moves look like shit. You realize how hard wrestling is when you watch people that don't know how to do it wrestle, and you're like, God damn it, this shit is hard. It ain't easy doing shit.
We all thought it was over. We all thought our tribal chief had his one to the sky. But somehow Seth freaking
like you gotta let this guy hit you. It goes against everything you instinctively want to do, which is not let this guy slam into you. But you have to. Not only do you gotta let him slam into you, you've gotta go with him. Like when he hits you, you gotta fall with him. You gotta be just, there's some hard shit.
How sweet would it be if alone Sam Punk to the sword in front of his champion, former wise man. By the way, Heyman, this is
watch AEW if you want to see people know what they're fucking doing. What is going to happen here?
Choke out. The Heyman looks on. Standing guillotine was the second city sent.
Heyman's choosing the side of this match. I just don't like the idea of him going with Rollins. That don't even make sense to me. That would be dumb, Doug, to me. Now, of course, I'd let it play out. We'll see what they do together, but.
Well, Tim, get out of that guillotine, and now he's all cold. He's still breaks right there. Cause a break. You're missing your hand.
I mean, out of the three motherfuckers in this match, Rollins needs Heyman more than these two do. Punk don't need him. Reigns don't need him anymore. Rollins needs him more than anybody.
Seth Rollins back in ball. Was something.
He does.
Rollins trying to turn things around. We're going to sharpshooter here.
Shit, out for half a second. I thought, oh, you gotta be kidding me. We'll go out on him.
The best in the world.
I paid for Peacock. I don't even have no goddamn money. I said, fuck eating tomorrow. I'm gonna watch this. I paid for it being better work. Somebody sent me a link. I couldn't even see the shit. It was so blurry. I said, ain't no way.
Roman Reigns, though, trying to get back into this match. Punk's still in top now. And now Roman Reigns turns things around. And Roman's going to try to out Rollins. Guillotine. Rollins trying to
If motherfucker jumps on you, he's got to fall in.
get out of those legs off cross.
Gotta hold this giant son of a bitch up. Wow, what a move. Clean.
Roman Reigns with a certain look in his eye.
Damn, Punk just stomped his ass. Well, GTS Rollins. Rollins won't kick out of there. Heyman gonna do something. God damn, he kicked out of that. What's it take? Oh, Heyman look about to have a stroke.
These men are non-mortals. You take your biggest shots, and they simply bounce.
And they all look pretty fucking strong at this point, Doug. God damn, what's it take? What's it take, Doug? It's going to take someone getting betrayed in this match, Doug. This match ain't ending until someone is betrayed.
Yeah, Punk, this is the main event.
A betrayal will take place. Doug. Well, they got a lot of advertisements on the mat now, don't they? They just said, fuck it. They said, hey, we got Vince out of here. Put some fucking shit on that mat. Let's make some money off that mat. Wonder how much money they make off that mat right now. The mat. The fucking mat. A mat.
Something special.
You gotta go work at a job and all this shit. These motherfuckers make money off a mat. Probably more than you'll make in the next year they make off that mat in a night. Way more. Probably triple what you make in a year. They're probably going to make what you make in a lifetime off that mat tonight. Off one night on that mat. Oh my goodness. All of them laid out.
It's absolutely incredible. Sam once again going to the left. But without a mistake, Roman with a snap with a recall stomp and from Seth freaking Rollins. And how's Paul Heyman doing?
What's Heyman doing? Heyman's getting the chair. I'm telling you.
There's still telling him.
We're going to pick a side.
Left match. What are you doing, Paul?
I've joined Rollins.
The thoughts are whirring in the brain of a wise man. Yeah, you better pray. Where's that chair going, Paul? You better make the lunch.
It's just so predictable.
Plenty of a steel chair.
Because everyone's been talking about it all week. Guys will side with Rollins. The Triple H goes on that podcast and he's like, no, we're not doing that. We're not doing what you say we're going to do. Oh, you say all that shit? We say all these things? We ain't doing none of it. Well, you gotta prove it right here. Who's he give the chair to? See, Rollins is laid out, so who gets the chair? Wow! Wow! I told you we don't damn Rollins. Just sided with Punk, gave him a chair.
Loyalty from Paul Heyman.
As he stared in Reigns' eyes. So it's gonna be heel CM Punk. It's gonna be way better than fucking babyface coming out every week. I missed you guys. Float him. Heyman with the low blow on him. I'm telling you. He's going Rollins. He's crying. I mean, what is going on? Damn, he's with Rollins and he's holding that chair though. Oh wow, he's giving Reigns the chair. Damn, he's kneeling down, giving Reigns the chair. Oh, he's gonna low blow Reigns too, and he tries to hit him with that chair. He's gonna end up with Rollins. He doesn't turn on Punk. God, Reigns is laying into him that chair though. He's gonna turn to hit Rollins in the back with that chair, and he's gonna get a low blow. That's what's gonna happen here. Watch. That's obvious. It's right in your face.
And you know how apropos this would be.
Right? Or we're just turning Reigns heel again? No. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Yeah, low blow him too. Here it comes. Bam! Yep. Going to Rollins. I mean, I guess Rollins needs this more though, like I said. I guess that makes the most sense. You got to build Rollins up. Well, you put him in Heyman. Change that gimmick. Coming out laughing like the Joker and shit ain't working out.
Hey, Devil's Wood is a book. Listen,
Well, why? You know, why go with Rollins? I love how you get hit in the nuts. That's it. Like it's that you're just out. They're done. Punk's done. Hitting the nuts. It's over. Reigns a little bit tougher. But he's all fucked. They're gonna get hit with a chair.
the brains, they stop like that, falling into the keeper.
I tell you how you make this more interesting and make it make sense. Is Heyman didn't turn to join Rollins. He, if you connect Rollins with The Rock and Cena, now you got something. Heyman didn't go with Rollins; he went with The Rock. And Reigns wasn't going to join The Rock. He don't, you know, he thinks he's bigger than. He's not going to get beneath The Rock. Makes sense for Seth Rollins to join The Rock because he's kind of like Cena. Like people saying he's past his prime, he's done. This makes sense. What do you think about it? If it's with The Rock.
Years ago, was it Wayne? That man in the
So I think there's a third man to join The Rock this season.
And now a decade later, he showed his soul again to Paul Heyman to get ahead in this business. The ending to this match, nothing still coming. CM Punk, with his career-long best friend, was recently realized.
Wow.
Wise man, running the steel chair.
Now you got to top this in the main event tomorrow night. That's what I'm saying. You got to. I think you connected it all together.
In this current situation,
Heyman joined The Rock. That's the mouthpiece of the group. Because you got to think about it. Cena's not going to be there all the time. He's going to take the belt and disappear. And he's going to pop in at the PLEs here and there and shit. Couple Raws and SmackDowns. The Rock is the final boss. He ain't showing up. I love how these people want to see The Rock all the time. Do you see the final boss in a video game all the time? No. There's a reason it's the final boss. You got to fight other bosses for him to show up. It's got to be some serious shit for him to show up. Doug's like, well, he's not advertised. Well, how much more serious can it get than the main event of Night 2 of WrestleMania? What's a more serious event than that? If he ain't showing up there, then when's he showing up?
Heyman is the cockroach who always fights himself.
You got Heyman as the mouthpiece.
You cannot tell.
And you got Rollins. He'll be there every week. You've seen him pop in here.
With freaking Rollins. Out on deck.
And you have him screw Jey Uso. You take the belt off Jey Uso. If you connect Rollins to The Rock, and you put all that together, and Heyman's in there, and that's the group. Heyman, Rollins, Cena, Rock, Travis Scott. You're like, why is Travis Scott there? That's like, the NWO used to have, like, Dennis Rodman would be coming out and shit. They just have Dennis Rodman there. And he had a match here and there. But he just come out with Hulk Hogan. He was just there because he was Dennis fucking Rodman. It's just a star. They got that. It's like they're so cool. Wrestling used to be cool. Like, everybody watched it. People wore the shirts at school and shit.
Hey guys, guess what?
Stars would show up. They'd be a part of it.
WrestleMania Saturday.
So if you want to make the group cool, you put fucking some celebrity in there. He shows up with them. They're hanging out with fucking Rodman and shit. They're hanging out with Travis Scott. That's what they're trying to do. I think they're trying to do. They're trying to make it like an NWO type of thing. Like The Rock got his own little group.
Cool.
Remember, NWO was 3 guys. Started with 3 guys. You got Rock. And these were 3 big guys because Diesel was a WWE champion. Scott Hall was, fucking Razor Ramon. That was 3 big guys.
I
think it's Rock, Cena. I think we're good. It might be Rollins.
The Home Depot has 5
Rollins and Heyman.
So you can get everything you need.
It's a solid group, and then you can expand it down the road. You can add here, a guy here, there. They get a couple other guys. Some guys that can be there every week. You got Rollins there. You got Heyman. Heyman's a mouthpiece. He can talk, sell it. Makes sense. If not, why do you go? How do you explain Heyman, who goes with Brock Lesnar because he's the best? Nobody can beat him. CM Punk, it's his friend. It's,
Why are you dressed like you're in a boy band?
he was a champion and all this. But that's the whole reason he went with Reigns. He was like, well, Reigns is the next big thing. I'm with Reigns now because Lesnar's old news. He said that shit. So how do you go with Rollins? Like, how do you sell me on Heyman wanting to leave Reigns and CM Punk to be with Rollins, who's obviously the weak link of that triple threat? Not in terms of the ring, like the wrestling and shit, but in terms of star power. He's the least of the 3. Why would Heyman say fuck it and go with Rollins? There's got to be more to this for it to make any sense. You can't make it make sense. Rollins is the next big thing. Rollins. Now Rollins is probably getting towards the end of his career because he's got back issues and shit. It ain't Rollins. It don't make sense. Unless it's The Rock. Unless Heyman's selling out to The Rock. That makes sense. And The Rock wanted him to do this. Then it makes sense. Because The Rock's bigger than all of them. He's a bigger star than all of them. And he's got power in the company, so you want to be aligned with The Rock. Especially a guy like Heyman. Makes sense for him to join The Rock. It makes sense to join Rollins. I didn't watch all the night one. I seen Tiffany Stratton got her ass whipped for real, apparently. She won the match, but she had bruises on her face. Tooth was chipped and shit. Charlotte Flair beat the shit out of her. Charlotte Flair was knocking the fuck out of her. They don't like each other. I might go back and watch that match. Because apparently that bitch was stiff. Let's see on.
Team right now inside Elysian Stadium here in Las Vegas. The conclusions of WrestleMania 41, night number 1. Went after multiple finishers. GTS and fear submission. It was 2 low blows by Paul Heyman of all people that came out and changed the course of history. For Roman Reigns second, CM Punk still in the ring, and your winner is Seth Rollins with Paul Heyman in tow. Just as for Biggie, Peter Musselberg.
Yeah, Rollins got to be the third man. But maybe there's a fourth man.
You can laugh all the restricted one. It's what terrific, outstanding, simply sublime.
If Rollins was to come out tomorrow, you know he's not with Cody. He just turned heel. It'd be too obvious.
With the biggest of the game.
I don't know. Be interesting to see what they do.
Gentlemen, we talk about we all said it.
I don't think that's not going to be crazy.
My God.
They got to top this. This was pretty big shit they just did.
This Seth Rollins, Paul Heyman,
so there's got to be something bigger than this tomorrow.
And I'll tell you what, it might be a brilliant move by Paul Heyman, and it completely changes the landscape of WWE as we know. We are going to hear from so many participants of tonight's WrestleMania.
They was lying saying Trump was going to show up to this shit. They saying that?
Strictly,
that was a weird rumor spread.
Don't in the aftermath of the triple threat, as Roman Reigns.
What if he was there front row tomorrow? He's like, I want to see Cody. They put a mic on him. He said, I want to see Cody and Cena.
As we welcome here outside
the nerves will lose their mind.
To tonight's WrestleMania post.
I don't think so, though.
By Vickers. Vickers satisfied. A massive crowd inside Allegiant Stadium.
Yeah, that crowd. How many people was that?
What?
Oh my God. It's like 64,000 plus.
As CM Punk, who thought he was about to have it his way, at that singular moment when Paul Heyman grabbed the chair, looked to deliver it to either Roman or Punk, he gave it to Punk.
Seth Rollins going to talk at the press conference.
And then all of a sudden, blow number 1 was delivered from behind to CM Punk.
Heyman joined with
And then you see the
Rollins turning on both of them.
My God. When he hit down with Paul Heyman, my wise man is still my wise man. But Paul Heyman's work was not done. A second low blow to Roman Reigns. And
nobody care about hear him from Jay Cargill.
Feels happening again, Big E. Imagine the trauma for Roman Reigns. Feels that chair hit him back again. This time in the main event of WrestleMania. And the look we saw on Roman Reigns' face, the look we saw on CM Punk's face, I have never seen that look on either of those men's face. I don't know what they're thinking. The man that has been their advocate for years and years has turned his back on both of them and now has aligned himself with Seth Rollins. Incredible.
Why was he limping? Did he fuck his knee up?
Stuff, man. CM Punk, you can see. Floating his way back up the ramp. He's certainly favoring that right leg. All right, we're going to have a lot to dig in on.
They fucking it up.
And take him through some of the action.
He'll be out till SummerSlam or some shit.
Look, this was my favorite. This reversal was truly incredible. These three men were at their very best. This stuff, I thought it was over. I thought it was over right there as well. And gets rid of Punk, goes for the pin.
Oh, well, they can take a break, hell.
Wait, great analysis by Wade Barrett.
Then he can have a big return.
It cost him just that one moment of time and does the kick out. And then CM Punk, oh man, out of the way as the spear came. But time and again, whether it was a spear, whether it was a GTS like this, time and again, nobody was willing to fold. That's literally what makes tell me if I'm wrong. This is what makes this triple threat so crazy. Absolutely. And I love this moment where Roman said, I don't need to Seth Rollins. I can do this powerbomb all on my own. And he can get with me. And by the way, remember, these are the new reinforcement announcements. These brand new announcements.
That powerbomb on Seth Rollins.
First time since they've come on board that they've exploded. Moments later, another fear again. And somehow able to get that shoulder up was Seth Rollins. As Roman Reigns was thinking to himself, what would it take? And then everybody ended up down. There was a sequence where we had the submission attempt. Another GTS, another hook leg and cover. I mean, I don't count the GTS. Seth may have eaten 3 GTSs in that match. And somehow was able to take out time and time again. There's another spear. Then the stop. And this was really the pivot point of all in this thriller. Here's the moment. Delivering a steel chair. And CM Punk says that's exactly why I asked for the favor. But then he turned on his best friend. And Roman Reigns says, yes, you are honoring your tribal chief. The wise man is staying loyal. He hand delivers on a silver platter the chair to set up what looked like a decade of payback as he would beat down CM Punk. It had everything. It really did. I love right here. Paul said in this moment, here is your time to get retribution. The man that broke up the shield, that stabbed him in the back with that steel chair, it's time to do the same to him. But oh no. Even a bigger shocker was set to be delivered. Just when you saw it, Roman Reigns was going to take it off. Oh, does that. History changed with a low blow. Unbelievable stuff. And the face was Seth Rollins. He always knew. How long has he known? That's what I want to know. Like, I have no idea. Did this only come after Rollins decided to not get the stop on him? Was the plan already in place prior to that? The way he reached out his hand, the way he turned, already knowing, it just gives you the sense that it was always in the works.
He probably mad at Reigns because they let Solo Sikoa beat the shit out of him.
Rollins is the winner of the triple threat.
This motherfucker didn't do nothing about it.
That is the 10th time that a WrestleMania main event did not have
Didn't even call him.
championship on the line. It didn't happen. No. In recent weeks, Seth Rollins himself discussed this back and said, this match is to determine the future of the industry, to determine who will be the captain stewarding that ship, to shape the careers of these three men, as well as so much that happens at events like this. You know, Seth has positioned himself as the voice of reason in WWE.
What do you think about Jey Uso winning about?
We talk so often about saving WWE from these outside forces. And now I'm wondering if this is his perception of the way he needs to save WWE. I'm so intrigued to see what's the follow-up. And the interesting thing about Seth is, like, A, he's done this before. Yep. I mean, let's not forget about the authority. Let's not forget about what's best for business. This is who Seth Rollins had been. But also don't forget, this is a guy who's bitter about what CM Punk did, right? He goes somewhere else. He talks down about WWE. Meanwhile, night in, night out, injuries. Yep. Seth Rollins is that guy. 3 matches.
Dude, WrestleMania in Vegas, that's got to be wild.
Time and time again. Listen, he got his
that's wow.
CM Punk tonight, and maybe his biggest rival ever, Roman Reigns. Listen, we're going to have a lot to discuss here. Jackie Levin's going to be standing.
Spend the whole week in Vegas. These people go down there for a week.
Interview We're going to be going to the press conference as well.
You spend the whole week in Las Vegas on vacation, then at the end of it, you got WrestleMania.
Great things out of this industry. 5-star all-time classic. It's a classic. 5-star all-time classic. And then I'm going to turn to the ones who matter most to grade it out. 5-star instant classic. The people have spoken. We're going to take a short break. You're going to hear everything from the press conference. We're going to have live chats. What a night in Vegas. Don't go anywhere. Find the next 5 Blue Stars FC games and put them in my calendar.
Should have done that Raw and SmackDown on Spear.
Wow. Cool.
Should have went to the Spear.
So,
Gunther probably takes a little time off.
I'm going to wait for his door to open all the way.
And I don't know. Yeah. I think you give Gunther some time off. You get him a diet, like a dietitian or whatever the fuck, nutritionist or whatever.
So you can get everything you need for out.
You get Gunther. Gunther comes back.
Go anywhere.
Like 6 months from now, jacked to the gills.
From the home.
Consumer Reports.
Like some Drew. Remember Drew McIntyre used to be? Like he was in shape, but then he came back and was fucking huge. That's what you do with Gunther. Gunther comes back huge, like just fucking huge.
Subaru.
Jacked to the fucking gills. Put him on steroids. Fuck it.
No.
Put Gunther on fucking steroids, and 6 months from now you bring him back. And you have him beat off. Fuck out of Jey Uso. You go full Brock Lesnar with Gunther. Big jacked up Gunther.
You know how to treat you right.
And he's just fucking destroying everybody.
Exclusive offers. Real world rewards.
That's what they should do with Gunther.
Download this app today.
It's Walmart.
That'd be sick.
No order minimum. For all the things you want.
He comes back jacked like Scott Steiner. Just fucking jacked. He's a big dude, but he could get, you know what I'm saying? He could get in serious shape.
Walmart Plus.
And he would look insane.
All the favorites.
That'd be a scary motherfucker. He's already a scary guy, but he's lost that fat. He used to have all this fat on him. He used to be real big and shit. Now he's in shape, but now you got to get him jacked. Fucking jacked.
Infinite worlds await.
And then you just have him destroying motherfuckers. Come in, destroy Jey Uso, destroy everybody.
With low prices, store-wide. Eat well for less at Smokeydogg.
Gunther's not jacked, though.
Great. What do you typically offer for this role?
It's competitive.
So is it like
Gunther's in shape, he's not jacked. Somebody getting jacked. I put about 30, 40 pounds of muscle on that sumbitch.
right? And then the number would be
Solid muscle. Get him eating fucking steaks, chicken.
Within these,
Feed that sumbitch.
salary conversation.
And have him lifted, have him in there lifting some heavy ass weights.
actual number.
Put him on steroids. Put him on
You're not
everything.
actually allowed to drink a beer.
Juice him to the fucking gills.
Since when? You gotta wait till it's done. Oh, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Electrical in sports entertainment. The show of shows is that seen high above Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, Nevada. Night one of WrestleMania 41. Each one is all that is discussed at this all-time instant classic. The triple threat match won by Seth Rollins. Jackie Redmond is standing by with DFR.
Yes, Test Store, thank you so much. I'm outside Gorilla hoping
Until Gunther is jacked, and you have Gunther come back and beat him. He stays champion until then.
here pretty soon. Obviously, he's been waiting a lifetime to
And he decimates him in like 60 seconds. Just manhandles him.
this is not
Chokes him the fuck out, leaves him crippled in the ring.
get something from you about what just happened out there at the hands of one of your lifelong friends and allies. All right, well, we're not gonna get a word from Punk here tonight at the door. I have known CM Punk for a very, very long time. This man is not somebody who holds back when he has something to say. He is not somebody that is shoot for words, and he certainly is not somebody that I don't think has ever declined to comment, at least in my experience, when approached for an interview. Obviously, he had probably a range of emotions here tonight. I mean, you saw his face. That is the look of a man who maybe
Don't throw steroids.
tonight, certainly taken aback by it, is understandable.
Steroids and an all meat diet.
I talked to CM Punk just yesterday. He told me he was nervous about this match.
High protein,
Time for to main event WrestleMania.
heavyweights,
Exactly. I will not rise to the occasion in this
steroids.
situation. I will fall.
And that's a star.
My experience, my training, and
That's a fucking star, that guy.
prepares you for this level of betrayal. And I think we just saw that on the face of CM Punk. You know, they say a picture says 1,000 words, right? I think we just saw that in the face of a very dejected, somber looking CM Punk, might be the right word. As
Creatine, give him everything.
Rollins of it all. I mean, this is a guy
Give him
very
everything you can.
anti-CM Punk. So I think that certainly probably adds to the level of hurt that CM Punk is feeling right now. But I guess I'm just happy to hear how CM Punk is feeling another time. But I tried.
You more than tried, you delivered there, because never has a non-response said so much as that interaction between CM Punk and Jackie Redmond. And I just want to address this. Jackie Redmond has a wonderful relationship with CM Punk. She's interviewed him hundreds of times. He has her trust when it comes to sensitive moments like this. CM Punk is speechless. This is more than just losing a match. It's losing someone who has meant so much. We have the last several weeks. How much have we talked about them going back to OVW? I don't think CM Punk gets the opportunities on the main roster if not for someone like Paul Heyman being in his corner, fighting for him to get those chances. And now the guy who said, "Hey, that favor, I got you. I'll be there at WrestleMania." I do. This is his first WrestleMania match in what, a decade? He missed last year because of the tricep injury. Right. That's right. He's finally here. His first WrestleMania main event, and to have a dear friend take it all away from him, devastating. So we were just able to at least get with CM Punk. And now Kathy Kelly is standing by outside locker room for Roman Reigns. Kathy?
Yeah, Joe. I mean, I was hoping to get with Roman Reigns, but now it's
Roman
not.
Reigns.
I mean, I can confirm that Roman did exit gorilla position alone. When is the last time that we saw Roman Reigns walking alone? His advocating for another. Paul Heyman talks about the island irrelevancy all of the time. Roman Reigns must feel like he is on an island of isolation in this very moment. The man that was most loyal to him, that he trusted the most, betraying him. I can't even imagine. I can't even process what we saw tonight. And sorry that I couldn't get an interview for you guys.
Kathy, it sums up the evening and everything we're dealing with the aftermath of it. Listen, I want you to just get in one more comment here before we transition, because we have a new heavyweight world champion.
That's exactly right. No, in terms of CM Punk, what this means, it's the end of an era. When you think about that moment during COVID, remember when we see Roman Reigns and the camera pans over and we see Paul?
That's right.
That